what's up? If you got sent this, then it is for your sleep. I want to explain to you why having a night routine is so important by first just telling you a story. For the longest time, I struggled with pressing snooze on my alarm every single morning. I'd wake up feeling groggy, frustrated, and like I was so far behind for the day. I'd just be rushing through everything. And it felt chaotic, and it led to a lot of stress, anxiety, and not getting shit done the way that I knew that I could. And that led to a lot of frustration as well. I remember trying these crazy routines that I found online, ones that promised that I'd become this magical morning person overnight if I just followed the exact steps. But they always involved going from 0 to 100, meditating for 30 to 60 minutes, journaling, drinking lemon water, doing all this crazy stuff, right? And sure, I'd manage to with it for a day or two, but by the third day, I'd be so tired and overwhelmed that I'd throw in the towel and just be back to my old habits. So let me know if that sounds familiar. And if you're somebody who has a partner, then you know how hard it is to just overhaul your entire routine. They get burnt out and tired of your shit pretty fast too. So that makes it hard. And here's what changes everything and what changed everything for me. I learned to start small. Instead of trying to overhaul my entire life overnight, I began implementing just one or two habits into my night routine. Over time, I was able to add more as those became second nature for me. And you'll see that that is a common theme, a core theme through Deep Fit is just going small and adding little things. Now, my routine isn't perfect, but it does work for me. And I wake up every day feeling good, well rested, ready to tackle the day, and it feels amazing. And that's why this process that I'm about to share with you is so freaking effective because it's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about flexibility, and it's about creating a routine that fits really well for your life. And we call this process the rest and recharge blueprint because it's designed to help you wind down, recover, and wake up feeling refreshed without over complicating things. So if that sounds cool to you, then let's dive into actually how to do it. So, your guide to creating a night routine, we're going to start by implementing one or two simple changes and then build from there. So, here are some of the steps and ideas to help you create that personalized night routine. The first step is to identify your goal. I want you to ask yourself, and if you don't have notes right now, go ahead and get out your journal and write down, what do I want to achieve with my night routine? Is that better sleep, reduced screen time, more time to relax and reflect, even if that's with yourself, with your partner, with your family? Or maybe it's for better preparation for the next day. Next, step 2, I want you to choose 1 to 2 small changes to start. And I've got some ideas here for you. This is not an exhaustive list. So if you think of other things, then you can absolutely do those instead. Go ahead on your notes, just write down the ones that really speak to you. Number 1, set a screen time curfew. Turn off all screens, TV, phone, tablet, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. 2, journal or reflect. Spend 5 to 10 minutes writing down your thoughts, gratitudes, or planning for the next day. So something that's worked really well for me is writing down my 1 to 3 power list. So the 1 to 3 things that I would feel really proud of myself for if I got done the next day. 3 is read a physical book. Choose light or calming content to help your mind relax. So I highly don't recommend a thriller right before you go to sleep, unless that's something that you feel makes you relax or something like that. Number 4, use relaxation techniques. So you can absolutely try a guided meditation, deep breathing, or progressive muscle relaxation. Number 5, dim the lights. This one's huge. Changing your lighting to warm toned lamps or candles 1 to 2 hours before bed. They make smart light bulbs now that you can actually set to timers to go off at a specific time to dim themselves. Highly recommend. Number 6, take a warm bath or shower. This is something that Dylan really likes to do. And you can do that 30 to 60 minutes before you go to sleep. And number 7, prepare for tomorrow. This one's huge for me. Anytime that I lay my clothes out the night before, I don't know exactly why this happens, why it works so well, but I lay my clothes out, and whenever I get up in the morning, I see them in the bathroom, and it makes it so easy to just get dressed and get ready for my day. You can also prep your meals for the next day. So getting your lunch ready, then you can just grab it and go. Because if you're like me, morning me is not the same as night me. Morning me does not like to prep meals and get things ready, but night me can suck it up and do it, and then morning me can just grab it, kind of thing. Just not completely conscious in the mornings. And then, like I was talking about, you can create a to-do list as well. So next, step 3 is to implement your chosen changes. So go ahead and on the list that resonated for you, any ideas that you had, circle 1 to 2 habits. So you're going to start small with just those 1 to 2 habits just to avoid overwhelm. So circle what those would be for you. 2, you're going to set a time. Schedule your wind down activities for the same time each night. Number 3, anchor to an existing habit. For example, after brushing your teeth, you might do your journal for 5 to 10 minutes, right? So if you are doing something every single night already, we want to habit stack that. Number 4 is to track your progress. So using a habit tracker or write in your planner each day to track your progress there. And you can actually talk to us about how we can schedule in a habit for you in your app to be able to check off to track your progress. Number 5, adjust as needed. If something isn't working, tweak it to better fit your lifestyle. And that's what your coach is here for, is to help you to figure out how to fit this into your lifestyle. Because the first couple things that you choose might not be the end all be all. They might not work for you this time, but they might work for you in the future. Or maybe you just need to tweak something, and that's what your coach is there for. So that leads us into step 4, to communicate with your coach. Your coach is here to help you succeed, and here's how to work with them. So share your goal. Let me know, what do you want to achieve with your night routine? So for example, I'd like to improve my sleep by reducing screen time before bed. That makes it a very tangible goal. And then next, we can discuss strategies. So ask your coach for feedback or suggestions on your chosen habits. We can work together to really create that action plan. And then 3, continue doing your check-ins and update your coach on your progress each week and any challenges that you faced. And then ask for accountability. So request gentle reminders or habit check-ins if you'd like that extra support. So again, we can add in habits for you to track and to hold you accountable. And also I'd suggest even setting an alarm somewhere, even if it's just on your watch, or talking to your partner. Hey, I want to start this night routine. Make sure that they're on board and they know what you're doing. Otherwise, it's going to seem like they're sabotaging you, but it's just because they don't understand what you're doing. So make sure that you have that open communication with them. That's another layer of accountability. And it's probably going to help them too. Even if they decide, I'm staying up all night, I'm watching TV all night, that's okay. Let them do what they want. Focus on yourself, and they will come along eventually. Okay. And step 5 is to stay accountable. So a few ways to stay accountable: use that habit tracker like we talked about, set those reminders, reflect weekly on your check-ins, and then celebrate the wins. Reward yourself for sticking to a routine. Even every small win deserves acknowledgement. So what I like to do is, if I've hit all of my habit trackers, do something nice for yourself. Like go get a massage, go get your nails done, get your hair done, do something. Okay. Even go get crumble cookie or something like that. Like something that will make you feel good that you really like. Sometimes I'll do like a really nice drink somewhere. So I'll go get a fuzzy wig at Mugs Wigs or something like that. Something that is going to give you that positive feedback loop. Okay. So to give you an example of a routine to improve sleep and reduce your stress, you can turn off your screens and dim the lights, journal for 5 to 10 minutes, read a book, brush your teeth and prep for bed, lights out. And this isn't like an exact routine that you have to do. This is just an example of it written all out after you've been implementing things. So just write out your current night routine and then just add in the 1 to 2 habits that you'd like to add in and figure out what time those would be at. And then just be really flexible with it too. It's not going to be exactly like this every single time. All right, so your next steps are to pick your starting habits, choose those 1 to 2 changes that you want to implement for this next week. You're going to track your progress. So communicating with your coach and letting them know what habit that you want to actually do, we'll add it in, and then we'll be able to track your progress. And then 4, adjust over time. So add or modify habits as your routine becomes second nature. Building a night routine takes time, but with these small, consistent steps, you're going to notice the benefits in no time. We've freaking got this. All right, let me know what questions you have on this, and I will see you in the next one.